Feeling inflation blues as a buyer? Don't be sad. There's an upside to inflation. I promise there is. So here we are in another wonky market with fluctuating interest rates. The summer of 2022 was the slowest summer I think I've ever seen in my real estate career, but I'm sure it won't be the last. And that's the thing. Markets change, and the real estate market is especially strange at times. But it's not all bad. If you're thinking about buying right now or have to buy, here are some happy things to consider. Number one, your tax deductions will increase. If you have a higher interest rate, you'll have a higher tax deduction. Very few people ever think about this because you don't see that money on the front end. In fact, all you're thinking about is how much you're losing. But at the end of tax season, you'll have extra money returned to you. So that's kind of nice. Number two, you can refinance, and you 100% should as soon as you see acceptable rate changes. If you end up with a 4.75 or a 5% rate, and suddenly it's at a 4% rate or less, or let's face it, anything less, go refinance. It is so worth it, and it makes this purchase at this rate just a temporary evil. Number three, take advantage of the freakout. People are freaking out and not buying when sellers still need to sell. That means after 2020, 2021, and the beginning of 2022, when we were all wondering if buyers were ever going to get the edge again, we can safely say that buyers are back for right now. And of course, you may watch this video and we may be in another market altogether. But the principle still applies. When there is turmoil in the market or inflation, buyers freak out, but sellers still have to sell. So set yourself up to buy something that could be a great opportunity for you and your family. Why not? Number four, cash buyers get a deal. If you're able to buy with cash, at this moment, the world is your oyster. Sellers have been sitting on the market longer than they want to, and in some cases, you can get a great deal if you're willing to close quickly. And you have the added benefit of knowing, at least in this market, that the house hasn't been sitting for reasons that may indicate that there's something wrong with the house. I still always recommend getting an inspection, even for cash buyers and as-is buyers, because you don't want to buy a money pit. But you're in a great position to buy with cash. Finally, I'm sure you've heard this before, but historically, we are still low with interest rates. When your parents were younger, buying their house, or maybe you're old enough and you still remember rates in the 6s and 7s and that was low, we are ridiculously spoiled because we experienced rates in the 2s. And it may happen again, but even a rate at 4.85 to 5.5 is still low. And here's some bonus advice. Because the market can be volatile, always be sure to have all your finances and your lender ready to go so you can make a faster purchase that has a locked-in mortgage rate. You love this and you want to know more? Download Don't Buy a Lemon and keep watching. Also, reach out to our team. We'd love to help you.